Hello, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore English vocabulary one word at a time. I'm your host, Alex, and today's word is drunk. Drunk is an adjective, and at a B1 level, it means affected by alcohol, meaning someone's abilities, such as their speech, coordination, and judgment, are impaired due to consuming alcohol. Think of it as feeling unsteady and perhaps a bit silly after having too much to drink. In everyday language, you might hear someone say he was drunk at the party or she got drunk last night. It's a very common word when talking about social events or situations involving alcohol consumption. Now, let's look at some synonyms. A synonym for drunk is intoxicated. For example, the driver was intoxicated and caused an accident. Another synonym is tipsy. Tipsy is a slightly milder form of drunk, suggesting a lightheaded and pleasantly affected state. For instance, she felt a little tipsy after just one glass of wine. Another synonym, slightly more formal, is inebriated. You might read about it in a newspaper report. The suspect was inebriated at the time of the crime. Another option is plastered, which is an informal synonym for drunk. It implies a high degree of intoxication. For example, he got completely plastered at his birthday party. Let's look at a more colloquial option, hammered. It carries a similar intensity to plastered, but is very informal. They got totally hammered after the football game. So, we have intoxicated, tipsy, inebriated, plastered, and hammered as synonyms for drunk. Remember, each synonym carries a slightly different nuance, so choose the one that best fits the context. Now, let's consider some antonyms, words that mean the opposite of drunk. The most obvious antonym is sober. Sober means not affected by alcohol, clear-headed. For example, he remained sober all night and drove everyone home safely. Another antonym is teetotal. This word describes someone who never drinks alcohol at all. My grandfather is teetotal and has never touched a drop of alcohol. We can also use the phrase stone cold sober to emphasize the complete absence of alcohol influence. Despite the loud music, he was stone cold sober. So, sober and teetotal are great antonyms for drunk. Knowing the antonyms helps to better understand the meaning of drunk itself. Let's talk about usage in everyday life. You might say, be careful, the roads are dangerous when people are drunk driving. Or, the bartender refused to serve him because he was already too drunk. You might also hear someone say, don't get too drunk at the company party. In common expressions, you might hear phrases like drunk and disorderly, which refers to someone who is not only drunk but also causing a disturbance. You may also come across falling down drunk, meaning someone is so drunk that they cannot stand up properly. Other examples of sentences using the word drunk include, she made some embarrassing comments while she was drunk. The police arrested him for being drunk in public. He regretted his actions the next day after being drunk. It's important to drink responsibly and avoid getting drunk. Being drunk can impair your judgment and lead to accidents. The waiter asked them to leave because they were becoming loud and drunk. She didn't remember much of the night because she had gotten quite drunk. I saw my neighbor yesterday. He was completely drunk. Don't drive if you are drunk, call a taxi. He woke up with a terrible headache after being drunk the night before. The doctor warned him about the dangers of regularly getting drunk. To recap, today we learned about the word drunk, which means affected by alcohol. We explored its definition, synonyms like intoxicated, tipsy, inebriated, plastered, and hammered, and antonyms such as sober and teetotal. We also looked at how it's used in everyday conversations and common expressions. Remember, using a variety of words helps improve your English fluency. That's all for today's episode of Hello Word. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show and learn English too. Now, I have a challenge for you. Create your own sentence using the word drunk and share it as a comment under this video. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with. See you next time on Hello Word.